Hello and welcome to another episode of Rob's Ramblings here on the Bucks and Six channel. Today at the Brown Table of Sports Card Collecting, we're going to take a little different approach, trying something new, maybe a little bit clumsy, but we're going to push our way through and see how it goes. I've done episodes in the past that are similar to this, and they're inspired by my friend Shane over at Shoebox Legends. He does episodes every so often where he will randomly select cards from his cheese boxes, and then he'll just talk about whatever card he draws out of there. I've always enjoyed those episodes. They've been few and far between recently, but he still does them from time to time. And I've done similar episodes as well on my channel where I've taken one of my One Touchdown boxes or one of my Penny Lane boxes or one of my Top Loader Land boxes, and I just randomly pick cards and see what I get and talk about whatever I draw. And so I'm going to do something similar to that today. The only difference is I'm going to include cards that are not in my boxes, but are in displays. So throughout my house, I've got 8 different display areas that I've identified. I've written them down here. I've got all 8 identified and how many cards are in each display area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly select a number. I've got playing cards here that are numbered 1 through 8. So I'm going to randomly select a card for the display, and then I've got a random number generator that I'll randomly select a number to identify this specific card I'm going to take out of that display, and then I'll bring them to the table and see what we get. So I apologize that this is going to be a little bit clumsy, but we're going to try it and see how it goes. So I'm going to pause it here. We're going to turn the camera around and we'll get set up to randomly select the cards. All right, so I've got all 8 of these cards. I'm going to shuffle these up. I'm going to draw one of these cards out at a time, then I'll do a random number generator. The largest display area I have has got 58 cards in it, so I've set the parameters to give me a number 1 through 58. If I get a number that is larger than the number of cards in the display area that I've drawn, I'll just keep clicking until I find a number that works for that display area. But anyways, I've been shuffling these up. We'll just flip over the first one here. So the first one is the ace. That's the number 1. So we're going to be getting a card out of display area 1, which is the Card Room Canucks display. So that's just right next to me. So I'll roll this and see. I need a number smaller than 33 because there's only 33 cards in that. So I'm going to have to roll again. So there we go. It's number 9. So we're going to get card display area 1, card number 9. We'll see what that is. I'll take the ace out of there. So we're getting a decent variety of different cards displayed, or display area cards. So I'll shuffle these up and I'll just stop randomly here. We'll see what this number is. It is display area number 4. So if we look at my little chart here, display area 4 is above the living room window. So there's only 18 cards in that. I might need to select a few times. This area has got all Topps tribute cards, so we're going to get some shine out of that. Oh, yeah, so the first one was a 6. I actually double clicked it, but yeah. So display area 4, card number 6. We'll see what that one is. So I'm going to do 5 cards. So I'll draw another display area card. Well, let's see what this one is. It's display area 8. And that is on my list. Display area 8 is my bedroom display case. There's 48 cards in there. So we'll see what we get. So it's 34. So display area 8, card number 34. There's some really nice cards in there. Those are the ones I like to look at before I go to bed. So those are some nice ones that put me in a good mood. So we'll shuffle these up again. 2 more draws. We'll do display area number 6. We'll see what that is. Display area 6 is by my bedroom door. That's a gigantic area where I've got acrylic shelves. There are 58 cards in that. So we'll see what we get. Display area 6. We'll roll, and I get card number 28. We'll find out what that one is. We'll do one more. So I've just got 4 cards left here. So we'll see what display area we randomly select. Let's try this one. It is display area 7. And in my little book here, it's display area 7 is next to my bed. So there's an area next to the bed, and there's 44 cards in there. So I'll roll. 56 is too high. So 26 will work. So we'll go display area 7, card number 26. All right, so now I'm going to pause this. I'll go retrieve those cards. I'll bring them back here, and I'll show you what they were. Hopefully this is fun for you as it is for me. Okay, here we are back at the brown table of sports card collecting. I'm going to go, I've gone and grabbed each one of those cards out of the display areas. The first card that we drew was display area 1, card number 9. Display area 1 was my Canucks display in my card room, and card number 9 ended up being this beautiful card. This is a Kevin Bieksa autograph card, and it's got some nice foil and a patch. That R is actually a jersey patch, and it's numbered. This one is numbered. I don't know if you can see it there. It's 1,999, so it's not super low numbered, but it is an autograph patch of Kevin Bieksa, and you can see it's graded. It got an 8.5. I'm not super familiar with this grading company, but GMA, I'm not super familiar with it, but this was a gift given to me. My wife knew that I had a Kevin Bieksa auto on my wish list one time. This was a few years ago, and she saw this and snagged it for me. I think this was a Christmas gift. I really love it. I really enjoy collecting Kevin Bieksa. I think I've talked about it a few times on the channel because he is the man that scored the goal that sent the Canucks to the Stanley Cup Finals back in 2010-2011 season. So I like to collect Kevin Bieksa. Anyway, so that's the first one. Nice one. I enjoyed digging that one out and looking at it. The next one that we randomly drew was display area number 4, card number 6. And display area number 4 was above my living room window, and that's where I put the my collection of Topps Tribute cards. And card number 6 was actually very appropriate. This is a Yovani Gallardo card from the World Baseball Classic, which is just now getting underway the last couple of days. Been watching some games, and this is a beautiful card. These Topps Tribute cards just have beautiful shine to them with the rainbow effect going on, and Yovani Gallardo is one of my favorite pitchers from the Brewers. I've told, I believe on the channel a number of times, a story that Yovani was pitching the day that I took my son to his very first Major League Baseball game. I know I've mentioned it before, so if you've heard this story before, pardon me for repeating it, but Yovani that day pitched 8 shutout innings, and the Brewers won 1-0, and the Brewers' one run came on a Yovani Gallardo home run. So I will always remember Yovani for that day, pitching the day I brought my son Ryan to his first baseball game. The next card was display case number 8, card number 34. And on my list, display case number 8 was the display case I have next to my in my bedroom. And number 34 ended up being a card that I recently showed, not on my channel, or maybe I did. I don't think I did show it. I think I showed this one just on Adam from Pinson to Flood for the Win on one of our hockey episodes. It wasn't this month. This was the previous month's pickup. This is a Roberto Luongo exclusives from Upper Deck, and the exclusives parallel, they're always numbered to 100. And so this one is number 7 out of 100. So this is a checklist, but so this is really a cool Roberto Luongo card. I love that picture of him, and I've got it slabbed up in my Slab City slab. So beautiful card. Glad that I drew that one. And then the next one that I drew randomly on our selection process was display area number 6, card number 28. So display area number 6, it was the display I have right next to our bedroom door. And card number 28 was this one. I showed this card on the channel a couple months ago. I want to say it was right around my birthday, which was in November. So I know I showed it then. This is a Stadium Club Rainbow Foil Board card. This is the Dwight Gooden, which is a photograph that is almost the exact same photograph as his rookie box bottom card from Donruss. But this photo is taken maybe the very next frame. The Donruss photo has the ball a little bit lower in the sky, and his hand is in a little bit different position. But this is a slightly different photo, but I just love that rainbow foil board look, and it's got the whole field in the background. Really love this card. I treated myself to that. I know this was my own birthday present to myself. So I always wanted that card, and I never really felt justified spending the funds on it. But for my birthday, I splurged and bought that card. And then the last one that we randomly drew was display case number 7, card number 26. So display case number 7 was a area that I have next to my bed. And card number 26 was this. And this was another gift from my wife, actually. So a lot of the cards I have around the house are gifts that I've been given by my wife. And this is a Reggie White. This is a PSA graded card. I got a 9. Don't particularly care too much about the grade, but it's a Reggie White Green Bay Packer card from 1997. So the Packers were just coming off of their Super Bowl victory. So beautiful card of the Minister of Defense. Has kind of got that shine to it. And it's a Topps Chrome. So actually, I guess I can put this out here sideways and see if I can stay on the frame. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I had fun doing this. I have all these cards on display around my house, and I don't always take the time to just look at them and appreciate them. So doing this exercise forced me to pick out specific cards and just remember why I have them and why they're on display, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you did too. So until next time, enjoy the hobby and stay true to yourself.